Because you are that, you are capable, you are gifted, and you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be you. The world awaits to receive you.
Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man. Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man.
Let's go.
Bitch, I'm back. I'm popular the man.
Guess who's back? Coming in like a Chucky doll, like I always say, baby. I'm here for it. Yes, yes, yes. Today is Sunday. Blessings and light to everyone. Thank you for being here with Uncensored Enlightenment Talk with your host, Grace Levi. And yes, yes, we have an action-packed, probably like an hour and a half. We're going to be here for it tonight, okay? Yes, we're going to get into celebrities and politicians being sued for assault. Okay. Our highlight for today is Mr. Puffy. So we got the greatest clips ever released. No, we have a lineup of clips that has been resurfacing now about Puffy. So we want to get to know a little bit more about Puffy and some of the things that have been said about him by other celebrities. Okay, as well as things that he has said in his reaction. We're also going to get into the politicians and other celebrities who has been named in lawsuits. New York has set it off. Okay, so let's get to it. Before we start talking about Puffy, we want to talk about the industry just a little bit. Okay, you know we like to get into it. Our first artist that we're going to talk about is NBA YoungBoy. Talks music business, calls it demonic industry. Now we talked about NBA YoungBoy before, and him, you know, saying that he want to turn his life around, you know, mentioning that the industry is actually demonic. So we're going to get into this, and then we're going to get into an actual situation that has trickled into the community related to NBA YoungBoy. Okay. If y'all haven't seen, is a video circulating of a little kid who had a NBA YoungBoy party. But before we get into that, NBA YoungBoy has opened up about the music business and alleges that the industry is demonic. During the conversation with Complex, the Boston rapper spoke about music inner workings regarding of its wicked nature. He admits that he has consciously decided to be a part of its questionable ways. Okay, we starting off hot. Okay, I learned it was a demonic industry that I chose to be a part of. So it's like I accept it, I run with it, but I don't be a dummy at the same time, he expressed from his Salt Lake City home. Yeah, this is amazing. I'm glad that he's able to just to put this out here like it's nothing. You got to understand that they're using me as they're using me as entertainment, and this becomes self-destructive too, because I ain't an entertainer. You know, some can't be spoken on. Why, man? Because that is to be continued. Okay, his exact words. Before the outlet could ask more questions about his view, NBA YoungBoy abruptly cut off the publication. Man, you're talking too much, he asserted as he got up and walked away. Okay, yeah, something is riding on his soul. We mentioned this. I said, yeah, he's having a struggle with God and the deity that he allegedly made a deal with. So before the outlet could ask him any more questions about the review, about his view, he stepped off. NBA YoungBoy was ordered to stay in his Salt Lake City home in October 2001 after catching a weapons charge. The Louisiana court ordered that he stay at that isolated home with limited visit approved by the judge. Okay, so let's get into the video that has been circulating. There's a video circulating of a young boy who actually, a baby that had a party. And then we're not going to just blame the baby. We're going to talk about the mother just a little bit, because who does this? Let's pull it up. This is a reflection of our mentality as well. You can't just blame NBA YoungBoy. You just can't. Okay. So here you go. This been circling around on TikTok and Instagram. My response to video of pop gun filled with NBA YoungBoy themed kid birthday party. He wanted an NBA party, and that's what he got. This was 1 week ago. Okay. Ooh. The mom said the idea came from how her son and the rapper shared the birthday. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at these babies. Okay. So the Louisiana, shout out to Louisiana. You got all the common sense. Now, not just everybody. No disrespect, but we're going to have to get it together out there. Okay. Because people went to that party. It was other kids there, other parents. Okay, so the Louisiana mom said she was just trying to make her son happy after the video of her birthday of the kids' prop gun filled NBA YoungBoy themed birthday party went viral. Video shared on X former Twitter on Sunday show young children dancing and posing with fake guns and money while the song No Smoke by rapper YoungBoy Never Broke Again, commonly known as NBA YoungBoy, played in the background. Okay, so this was her response, which is unacceptable. And to have the party from the beginning, it shows our mindset. And I'm going to say R. I know people don't say R. It's not me, but we part of this community. And you know it's not acceptable. Come on, let's get it together. So let's move forward because I'm not going to dig in her today. Okay, I'm not going to do that today. What I'm going to do is get into a little bit of conspiracy before we get into Puffy. Okay, what they saying about our stars, I find such the most amazing clips. Okay, so we're just gonna go through these clips today, and tell me if you're just as entertained as I've been. This is amazing. Everything come full.
Wolves in sheep's clothing have pulled the wool over our eyes. For almost 500 years, the masses have been thoroughly deceived by a cosmic fairy tale of astronomical proportions. We have been taught a falsehood so gigantic and diabolical that it has blinded us from our own experience and common sense, from seeing the world and the universe as they truly are. Through pseudoscience, books and programs, mass media and public education, universities and government propaganda, the world has been systematically brainwashed, slowly indoctrinated over centuries into the unquestioning belief of the greatest lie of all time. A multi-generational conspiracy has succeeded in the minds of the masses to pick up the fixed earth, shape it into a ball, spin it in circles, and throw it around the sun. The greatest cover-up of all time, NASA and Freemasonry's biggest secret, is that we are living on a plane, not...
I'm going to share the rest of this. I want y'all to listen to this story because I'm not a flat earther, but what he goes into the stars, and he goes into a little bit of how the stars are reflected through our basic society. The same description of the stars and the fallen angels. It's a little bit of that in there. So I'm going to just leave it right there because I don't want people like flat earther. No, it's not, but our stars explain. So this is a good little clip that I want you guys to see. I'm going to put it in the description. Yes, I'm just going to show a little bit because I am on YouTube, so I don't want to get too deep into conspiracy, but you know how we do, Rumble, but not tonight because I really want to get into Puffy and all of these amazing clips that we found. Okay, busted Illuminati, busted. Here we go. So these are some clips that, you know, the alleged Illuminati that they talk about. And these are artists talking, not only just, you know, regular people. And we want to hear what the artists have to say. This is what we're going to do tonight. We're going to listen to the artists and all of these clips that has been lost, but now they are found. Okay, hold on. Let's get it big on the screen. Who is that? All right. Now, Let's start with Missy. And I got a celebrity. I have that clip and I was going to show it. So I don't even have to show it because it's right here in this one. Let's go.
Let's say if the devil comes to you, right? And so I'll give you $100 million, but I want you to turn your back on God. Would you turn your back on God, or will you take that $100 million?
What does it profit a man to gain the whole world just to lose his own soul?
You know, in Hollywood and in the industry and the stuff we do, there's a lot of like insider secrets to keeping your career going.
I'm telling you facts. Hear it. This industry is not what it seems to be. Listen, this is a rapper. You got 200 followers. I bet you there's rappers in here right now that can rap way better than you. You can rap way better than me. You will never be where I'm at because this industry is rigged. It's rigged.
Everything else is crap. I promise you.
I believe that I had to become a famous, idea.
Yeah.
And get all the stuff that people dream about, and accomplish a bunch of things that that look like success.
Everything around us that we call life was made up by people that are no smarter than you.
And it looks great. I mean, it looks great when you got a cool car and you got good, nice clothes, and and you've done something that people admire, but it can never fulfill you. You can never be happy. You know what I mean? It's not where happiness comes from.
I so badly want to be Catherine Hudson that I don't even want to look like Katy Perry anymore sometimes.
Okay.
The whole idea of celebrity and fame has become really convoluted.
I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy deal. Lisa came with a few toys like a Happy Meal.
Yeah, well, sometimes they don't want to, and they're, Gaga, we can't get, the frequency's weird, and, it's sounding a little bit strange. And I'm like, if you don't get this right now, I swear to Lucifer, I'm gonna.
Did I sell my soul? I sold my soul for you. Now figure that out. Talking about I sold my soul for you. For all you motherfuckers that's on here, that's asking me did I sell my soul, why the fuck is y'all on here if y'all think I sold my soul? Y'all coming right with me. You dummies.
Homeboy look a little bitter. Why you mad because you sold your soul to Satan?
I've seen so many people forsake their moral code and their value systems just for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really not worth it.
In the music industry, it's still very much this exploitative thing. It's still very much people signing their life away, the old deal with the devil stuff. That is still going on. It's unbelievable in this day and age that is still going on.
So one night I was in my home studio and it had to be like 8 to 10 people off in there. And we had beats and stuff playing in the background and everything. That's how we used to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing what they do, smoking, drinking and everything. And actually it came down to it that dudes actually started being used by demonic spirits. And these spirits start speaking through them. You know what I'm saying? Devils start speaking through them, talking to me, asking me, you know what I'm saying, if I was going to sell my soul, telling me what I needed to do to take my career to the next level in darkness. I mean, dudes actually came up to me holding wads of money saying, man, don't you want to make all this money?
You stupid bitch. You talking about my beads, devil worshiping beads. Cool. You hear me? But if you're a Christian, your Bible says you're supposed to love God, your neighbor as yourself, and your enemy. So if you're commanded to love me if I want to serve the devil. Are you a hypocrite?
Let me stop right there. Do you hear the nonsense? Do you hear the trickery? I'm not going to do a lot of commentary because I got a lot of videos to show you guys because I'm going to let the stars do the talking. But I will, intervene when they say nonsense like that. That's all trickery. And that's what the devil do. Said, you got to love me, good or evil. Yeah, the hell right. God said, for he hated the devil.
A rapper kicks a female fan in the chest hard at a Polk County nightclub, and controversial video of the incident is blowing up online. Holly Bounds joins us now live from Lakeland outside Rumors nightclub. Holly?
Well, good evening to you, Jen. About 400 fans piled in here Friday night to see rapper Kevin Gates, but one who made it to the front row walked away in pain and headed to the hospital. A starstruck fan struck by the star himself. This video of a Lakeland teen getting a forceful kick from rapper Kevin Gates Friday.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing.
mean, I made a bargain with it, you know, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with you know, with the chief commander
on this earth,
and this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
You know what the Lord showed me in a prophetic dream?
What he showed you, girl?
That majority of the producers are the ones who are convincing their artists to sell their soul to Satan. Because I had a dream about it. The Lord was showing me that there's so many talented people out there. And you might be saying it to yourself, I'm not good enough because I didn't make it. Well, maybe God is protecting you.
Baby.
But a lot of people, in the dream I was seeing, that a lot of people were convinced to what they were trying to convince them to sell their soul and to do this and to do that. And the person, they turned their back against the producer. It was like, I'm not going to do it. So it's a lot of good talent out there. It just, we don't see it. Because majority of the talents that we see that's in Hollywood, that is in the industry, definitely they sold to Satan. But let's not forget that the mega pastors are doing it as well. Let's not forget they in this as well. And also gospel artists, NFL players, NBA players, they're all a part of this as well. Y'all remember that Jesus fasted for 40 days and 40 nights? What did Satan do? Satan asked Jesus, I give you this whole world if you just serve me. I'll give you everything if you just serve me. So if Satan is bold enough to ask Jesus to worship him and to sell his soul, he'll do it to a human. But a lot of people don't believe this. As people expose, and I thank God that a lot of artists are speaking up.
Let's go.
And a lot of them are speaking up, and it's like, y'all get over it. You know, Satan is in my music, get over it. But it's so funny because they know that these people are still going to buy their albums. They're still going to go to these concerts. They're still going to support them.
And I'm going to stop right there because a lot of people are speaking up against this and feeling alarmed. But what I will say, alarm comes with what alarm does. And if you still listening and diddy bopping to these artists' music and being part of their entourage or promoting their stuff, you're part of the problem too. I'm just going to keep it real because it is acquiescence. So yes, I don't listen to R. Kelly. I don't do none of that. It's not really like a protest, but what it is that when someone is disgusting and you see them for who they are, I mean, how can't you see them for who they are? Every time you hear their voice, it's a turn off. So maybe people got better stomachs than me, but I'm not with it. So now let's get into this. What is this young lady name? This is Truth Mafia. It was a clip on Facebook that I found. I forgot the name of this show, but she's talking about Hollywood. And I shared a clip before because she was talking about clones. And she's going to continue to talk about clones, but she's going to go in a little bit more deeper in this clip. I'm just going to let the artist talk tonight because it is what it is. It's their turn. It's their turn to speak out. Because wait, when we were speaking out, let's press pause. When we were speaking out, everybody was conspiracy theorists. They came up with these terms when a lot of people said that these stars were going to be exposed, okay, as well as our government officials being involved in this type of behaviors, if y'all do remember. So it really makes me feel amazing to watch this unravel because so many years of being ridiculed or like, yeah, where did you get that from? Where's your proof? In due time. So here we go. The proof is in the pudding, baby. We're going to let her speak.
Gucci Mane was a clone. Everybody likes to say clones. Do you feel like cloning humans is close and that's coming? Do you feel like we'll have the ability to clone a
Cloning has already started.
It has already started.
Back in the day, it used to cost $50,000. Who knows how much it costs now? if you ever notice a rapper first everything's fine, then something goes wrong, they get out of line, they end up in jail, they come back looking totally different.
Yes.
And it's up to us if we're going to let them play in our face or if we're going to go, that ain't him. And then speaking of they clone Tyrone, isn't Jamie Foxx a part of that?
He came out looking. They were like, "Where's the tattoo?
Where's his tattoo on the back of his head?"
They showed a picture of him.
He was in like McDonald's or Wendy's or
Yeah.
some damn where. It looked like the clone was just testing himself out. Like, yeah, all right, I'm out. Let's see what's going on. I'm happy to be in the world. It seemed like the clone was literally testing himself out. But my thing is, where was the tattoo on the back of his head? And it just makes you wonder, like, do they do this shit to like play with us, to like see if we know, to see if we still dumb?
Anybody could verify, was that a real tattoo? That's the only thing I'm really questioning right there, because I'm like, when he did that, I was like, that can't be real. He's just on Wakanda. But was that real, y'all? Was that real?
See how many of us are dumb, to see how many of us are brainwashed so they can know how many more to continue to brainwash. It gets tricky, but clones do exist. The people who I think are clones are Gucci Mane, Kodak Black. I really, really, really hope and pray they didn't get my boy NBA, because I love NBA Youngboy and he was a certain type of way before he went to jail. And then when he got out of jail, he started painting his nails black and wearing his gothic makeup and standing all gay and shit.
But as he mentioned, there's some demonic stuff in the industry. So I think that's really NBA Youngboy, because he's going through this struggle. You see what I'm saying? It seemed like he still got a soul. Allegedly, clones don't have soul. I'm not an expert in clones, but allegedly they don't have soul. So that NBA Youngboy, him kind of like talking and just speaking out of turn, seems like natural human behavior. But I respect what she's saying. You see what I'm saying? Make us think just a little bit. All of this is just allegedly. I'm not saying it. We're just reacting.
And it's like, Nick, he was not doing none of that. Like, he was so hood and real, and I still love his music. I just don't know who these artists is when they get out of jail and they change like that. Like, who are they?
Man, you don't believe in like just self-transformation? Like, let me work on myself to maybe I want to start painting my nails.
Wow.
I believe it at that.
But what is making them really paint their nails? Like, I don't know. And then it's like Kodak Black, he acts different. When he first got out of jail, he was grabbing his mama booty and he was dancing with his mama and gripping her, his own mom. Like,
yes, y'all remember that? I remember that, and that was very out of pocket. And I was like, okay, that's not what we're doing. I'm going to be honest. Coming from a culture of being Haitian, I'm a first generation, and Kodak is Haitian. We are very modest, and that is something we would never do. Like, you know, Haiti's kind of like Jamaica when it comes to that type of behavior. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was really weird and out of pocket. I agree with her.
I don't know. And I pray that it's not as
real life production. So real life production.
Weird as I think. There's something telling me it is.
Oh, it is as weird as you think it is.
All right, so we're going to stop right there, because that guy, he gets into a little bit of Jumanji and things like that. And I'm not into Jumanji, because the devil could be making up all his numbers and all the things he want to do, you know, trying to make his own secrecy of events. But God got the final say. So I don't even go into that. I'll be like, that's the devil playground, just trying to get you into his frequency, trying to make patterns, his own patterns. Ain't nobody about to do that. So, are we about to get into Diddy? I think we are. We kind of made it through a few of those. We're about to get into Puffy. Now, we do know. Now, before I get into Puffy, and we're going to talk about his former bodyguard being sued for sexual assault. We're going to get into a clip that I had from last week, from about 2 weeks ago. I talked about Puffy being possibly pulled in to, you know, certain situations, and then all of these lawsuits hit. I want you guys to remember, because this is Grace Levi 2 weeks ago. Okay, is it on the screen? Can y'all see it? Let me see. let's see it because I already know how they get down in the judicial system. Money talks and bullshit walk. Let's go.
It's the same people that just happened to get into a fight with Tupac and Biggie. To me, man, that's a hell of a coincidence. I don't know about that. I don't think anything is coincidental. Why would you tell the littlest in the crew that these are the guys who took my chain? Is over there on the other side of the casino, by the elevator. Why you go tell Suge? Why you tell one of the bouncers?
The setup.
One of the security, one of the bodyguard. Did anybody ever question him? Why you gonna tell the man who make all the money for us? That's a setup. They were setting that boy up, man.
Now
you understand what I'm saying?
I want y'all to listen because eventually, in my hypothesis, I think that Puffy's gonna be pulled into this Biggie thing. I said Biggie. Pop thing and possibly Biggie thing. Wait a minute. It just rolled off my tongue. This is all allegedly, but I want you to listen because I said something about Mr. Dell. And if he keep talking, he's going to be the star witness. All his clips that we have to show today, he's officially the star witness today.
Understand what I'm saying?
Let's go back a little bit. Who's friends?
They were setting that boy up, man. Do you understand what I'm saying? Understand what I'm saying? The streets, when you know as a death, that's trouble. Everybody wants trouble.
And I'm gonna stop right there. Okay, we're gonna look at him. You know who that is? That's Puffy, baby.
The same people.
That was Puffy, baby. But that's him playing the Joker, the madman, and he was showing you exactly who he was. So what Gene Goodell allegedly trying to say, and I'm just gonna put this in a nutshell because you know I had prophesied that Puffy was going to be pulled into this. But honestly, the reason why I believe Suge Knight is not saying nothing because him and Puffy both have something to do with it, allegedly, and the setup is real. There's no way that a slew of bullets went into that car and hit Tupac and only one hit the arm of Suge Knight. And I'm going to stop right there, okay? If y'all remember, that was my commentary a couple of weeks ago. I'm still waiting for that to prophesize. But as you see, Gene Dell, hopefully I'm saying his name right, is coming out and continuously talking, okay? So we're going to show you some clips from him. I just wanted to do a quick flashback so you can remember because we're going to put Puffy's greatest hits together after all of this is said and done, okay? Because there's so much coming out back to back. You know, I kind of like try to give things clumped up together so it can make sense instead of reporting every second of the day because this development is like ridiculous. All right, so let's get into it. Diddy, former Bad Boy executive, we do know it is hot on the tabloids. If you don't know Rumble, Diddy, former Bad Boys president, sued for assault. Company says it is investigating. This was November 22nd. You know, all of the women went to file. I think it was before Thanksgiving, and it went down. Bad Boy Entertainment and its former president, Harvey Perry, have been sued for negligence and assault less than a week after the company's CEO, Sean Diddy Combs, settled a lawsuit filed by Cassie, accusing the music mogul of R-ing and ST and physical abuse. Perry, who has been with Diddy Company since it incepted in 1993, is accused by the former employee, referred to Jane Doe, of using his position of authority as plaintiff boss to groom, exploit, and her. Okay, S.A. her. According to the complaint obtained by the U.S. Today on Wednesday, the lawsuit was filed Tuesday in New York Supreme Court. The former employee alleged Perry engaged in a year-long pattern of grooming her, which led to S.H. and S.A. Okay, y'all got to put that in. And multiple occasions between 2016-17. The filing added the anonymous assistant also named Bad Boy Entertainment, Bad Boy Records, and Combs Enterprise as co-defendants for alleged negligence and gender violence. They about to follow behind Mexico. Mexico got that Femicide? Yeah, sound like we about to have some femicide around here. The former employee says they knew as should have known that Perry was unfit to be in a position of authority before the alleged essay. So, a spokesman for Bad Boys Entertainment told US Today Wednesday that the allegations were never brought to the attention of the company. Neither the plaintiff nor the executives are currently employees of the company, the spokesperson added, we are now investigating the allegations and our top priority is the safety and well-being of our employees. Okay, so Sunday, Combs accused by Cassie of trafficking. Kid Cudi responds to the lawsuit. Now, what did he say? Has he said something on this? Let me see what he got to say. Because we already know this was set off by Cassie. It's going to be an ad real quick. But I do want to show you this. I want to show you this broadcast that came up before we show this. Wait, because I don't want it to start playing. Be all weird to me. All right, we got something to show you. Now, y'all know we into the intrinsic. We into, things like that. I came across this video that was very interesting where a woman who actually, I guess, did a psychic reading. I want y'all to listen, okay? I guess they did a psychic reading on Kim Porter. And as y'all know, the allegations or the lawsuit came up with Miss Cassie at the same time of Kim Porter's birthday. So it was her anniversary, okay? Hold on one second. Let me make sure I'm not moving this over. Okay, hold on. Let's get it. So we're going to listen to this because this was a couple of years ago and she said something that was phenomenal. Okay, y'all know I get the clips here. All right, it's phenomenal what she said. And I'm like, oh, wow. She predicted it. Basically that. Let her talk. I was like, wow.
So like crazy. I am being shown November of 2023. So her death date was November 15th of 2018, but I'm being shown November of 2023. I don't think we're done with this. I feel she's shaking her head yes. Before she stare at me, then she wait, and now she's shaking her head yes. I am being shown that things are being prepared. She is showing me a trumpet. People are standing straight up. And there are people going to speak, not just about what happened to her, about other things. Something is unraveling.
Yes.
For some reason, she's showing me like, was one of her kids, I wonder, in band? Because she's showing me like trumpet marching band type music, which is weird because I don't think that that's her favorite. But I'm being shown that. Somebody is leading the march.
The march is being led allegedly by Miss Cassie Spirit. And I will say as well, I'm not Miss Cassie, I'm going to say Kim Porter Spirit and Miss Cassie Diligence. Okay. This is what it sounds like. So, oh, wow. Video resurfaced of psychic medium who was channeling Kim Porter predictions that a truth would be uncovered about Diddy in November 2023. Something is unraveling.
Leading the way there. That's what it is. Somebody is leading the march, leading the way to uncover this information. And I'm getting 5 months. So I feel, sorry, I keep laughing because she's like, out with it.
It's June.
Toxic metal exposure. Personal, private, handwritten documentation about what was said to her 3 months before she passed, what she witnessed, and the final straw that she couldn't take anymore. And it's not a case of domestic violence. It goes far beyond that and that. So it is domestic violence, but it's far, far beyond that.
Wow.
So she goes in a completely different scope. 5 months. The time is being marked. 5 months. So this is June, July, August, September, October, November. I'm going for November 15th. Or right around there.
Wow.
It's coming out. It will not be, you cannot keep this. She's literally, you cannot stop the truth.
If she did this in June 3rd, 2023, she dope. She's dope. I'm just going to say that. So we're going to move forward. But as clips are, revealed, I got to bring it to you. It's remarkably amazing. It's just like remarkably amazing to me. And I appreciate it. I appreciate people doing their due diligence. So let's get another update. As you guys already know and should know. If you don't know, here's some more updates about Puffy Low. You know, 2 more women sue Sean P. Diddy Combs for sexual assault. Let's get it.
York now, where a flood of sexual assault complaints were filed over the last few days against some well-known names.
Okay. Wait, we ain't getting into that because it's about to tell everything because I didn't get to that. That's towards the end of the broadcast. Let's focus just on Puffy because them well-known names is a lot. Jamie Foxx, we got senators, mayors, presidents. I'm just playing. We had presidents before. This is getting a little wild. You know, this is getting a little wild. The people who's just in charge of our nation, the people who's the stars, you know. 2 more women have accused Sean P. Diddy Combs of sexual assault 1 week after the music mogul settled a separate lawsuit with the singer Cassie that contains allegations of R-ing and physical abuse. Both the new suits were filed Tuesday on the eve of the expiration of Adult Survivors Act, a New York law permitted victims of SA a 1-year window to file civil action regarding the statute of limitation. The filing details acts SA beating and forcing drugging allegedly committed in the early 1990s by Combs, then a talented director, party promoter, and rising figure in New York City hip hop community. One of the accuser, Joey Dickerson, said she was 19 years old, said a Syracuse University when she agreed to meet Combs at a restaurant in Harlem in 1991. After her date, Combs initially drugged her, allegedly, then brought her home and SA'd her, according to the filing. Without her knowledge, Combs videotaped the assault. Now, this is what makes it even ridiculous. Like they was just doing their thing. They were just out there, don't care who see. And guess what? These people gonna tell now. These people gonna tell. Everybody gonna be telling on each other. We predicted this. I predicted this months ago. Without her knowledge, Combs videotaped the assault and later shared it with several friends in the music industry. The suit alleges the public exposure sent Dickerson into a tailspin, contributing to severe depression that led her to the hospital and forced her to drop out of college, the lawsuit said. In a separate lawsuit filed Tuesday, an unnamed woman accused Combs and a R&B singer, Mr. Aaron Hall, of SA, her and her friend, then beating her several days later. The woman, identified only as Jan Doe, said that she and her roommate returned to Hall's home with him and Combs after a music industry event in 1991 or so. The accuser said she was coerced into having sex with Combs. Afterwards, she was getting dressed. Hall barged in the room, pinned her down, and forced Jane with him. When the victims later spoke to her friend, who is also not named, she learned that her friend had been forced to have with Combs and Hall in another room, according to the suit. Yeah, a little wicked here. Okay, so I'm going to stop it right here. I'm going to leave this for you guys to read the rest, and I'm going to let the stars do the talking because the stars are doing the talking here. So he has 2 more women that is alleged in this as well. And I'm going to move this off the screen because we're going to get into the other people who's it went down in New York. They like, look, we about to get our money. But I want to show y'all this little funny, not making fun of Cassie. We kind of got to, put a little funny into it. Just a little bit, God be the glory. Black people, we got to make the best out of this terrible situation. It's terrible. All of us, we do, because there's a lot of people being named in this stuff.
I've been waiting so long. I'm finally ready to talk.
Oh my God, Cassie. Is it true? Is it true that he really did all those horrible, unspeakable things to you? Because, girl, we gonna ride for you. I'm telling you, we gonna ride.
I've been so busy, but I've been thinking about who I really wanna sue.
Okay, yes. Come on. So tell us, is it
been a long time. Oh Lord, Diddy has entered the church. It's like the devil, man. But you know,
What you want? Now it's me. Now I've been waiting. 30 mil is what I need. Now, baby, tell me if you got it. Come here. Come here. How much? Thank you all for your concern. Everything has been resolved. I really appreciate your support in this time. What? 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 Diddy, what you say to her? Doesn't matter now. It's all handled. Love always wins.
I'm so done. I'm so done. Okay. Not making fun of Cassie, going through a trial is a big, big ordeal, especially when it deals with that particular situation. So let's get a little look into Puff Daddy character and how he seems to try to be intimidating, in his approach. Now, this is a clip from back in Making the Band. Okay. So we're just going to get a little, flashback of Puffy and some things that we never really paid attention to his behavior. Gary, and this one right here, shout out to her, Miss Gibson. She was not having it. She said, "Not today, devil, get away."
Diddy and Cassie.
Hold on.
I was crying today about this story.
So you have a private little beach.
Diddy and Cassie.
Speak out.
Just today.
Why was it just today?
Because that was the test. And they had 8 hours, and they were better when they left.
No.
here.
I thought when I left the hotel, I thought you had her coming in earlier from today.
It wasn't today.
No, I thought you had her from this weekend. I thought you told me. Huh?
The first one we could get her in.
Okay, but then I told you give me another choreographer because right now you want me to make a cut. I can't make a cut on guys learning a routine in one day. I didn't really know it was today. I wouldn't have been able to learn all that in one day.
Yes, you would have.
Baby girl, that ain't what I said to do with my show, though, man. So I'm cutting based on not having what I asked for. I asked for them to be dancing throughout the weekend. If she couldn't do it, give me another choreographer. That's it.
Can I interject?
I ain't no interjecting. There's only one. There's only one person.
She raised her hand and said, "Can I interject?" Oh, yeah, that's not typical normal behavior for a grown woman to a man. You ain't in class. Let's just pay attention. These things that we ain't pay attention to. Because this guy was walking around like he was Dr. Love. Yeah.
The show. It ain't no
I don't have a
interjecting.
problem like that. But
Everything is backwards, right?
No. I'm not. Baby girl, I'm not taking no interjection.
No,
if you want to go, I'm not taking no interjection. Now I'm a psycho for real.
No,
I'm not
and
taking
so am I.
Get the out there.
Right, with pleasure.
I remember
Michael
this.
Bivins, you can't pick up 4 counts to 8 in one day, then what are we all doing here? I don't want to be a part of this.
If you can't pick up 8 counts in one day, I don't want to be a part of this. That's right. Walk away, okay? 8 counts is not a lot either, okay?
If you can't pick up 4 counts in one day,
disrespectful.
no,
You
you
disrespectful.
disrespectful. Get me.
Turn the cameras off. You disrespectful.
You ain't your corner. Whatever. You don't scare.
They nervous. You hear her saying, "Whatever, you don't scare me," because something intimidating is happening. Go talk about turn the cameras off. We ain't peeped that.
This is crazy, man. You're supposed to have respect, bro. I'm saying you're supposed to be a sister.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that right there, Mr. Love. A little bit uncontroversial, right? But we're gonna move forward. We're gonna let the stars speak. Now we have another clip. We're gonna let him speak about his Mace situation, and I just want y'all to evaluate Brother Love and his response, and how manipulative he is, and how much he goes around the particular question, and really, don't answer it, and then try to say some nonsense. This is our guy. This is our guy. He's starting to be exposed. Okay. And I'm gonna expose him on the behalf of Tupac. Y'all know I hope it. Stop it. Y'all know I love Tupac. That's my cousin, brother, uncle. And I promise you, in his particular case, somebody's name possibly is gonna come up, allegedly. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. That's just my prediction.
I did one album with Mace. One album. How much money do you think I owe this guy? One album, and then he became a fake pastor and went and conned people And then y'all gonna let him throw dirt on the God's name? I wrote each and every one, and each and everybody, and anybody could come and step up. Bring your receipts.
You think about, right, where you look at an artist, Mace, right, was upset for you for years.
Yes.
Then down the line, he has an artist.
Mm-hmm.
And then recently, his artist is upset because he's basically said allegedly that Mace didn't pay him, and there was problems.
Yeah.
So do you look at that and be like, that's just an executive, or is it one of those things like I told you?
No, I don't look at it like that. First of all,
watch. First and foremost, he looked like he high. Look at him. I didn't even peep that. Look at him, and then he gonna go around and question. Listen, look at him. He had to get his life together.
Because what he had a problem
First
with
of all,
his artist said the same
first
thing.
of all, see, I didn't do nothing to him. So let's go back to the first of all. The first of all is there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true, and has really tried to stain my legacy. I've always been a person, I don't like to get in just talking people's business and things like that. But not right now. I have made it my purpose that when I come back, I can't have y'all following me, because I am here to be a leader and to give some direction. If you think that I'm a scumbag,
All of that right there is narcissistic talking around the situation. You see what I'm saying? If you think that I'm a scumbag, no, answer the damn question. What is it? So let's get into the mind of this man. And he looked high as hell on this interview, but I'm gonna just take a whole glass and shut up. Let me move forward, because he was talking about Mace. And there's another clip that I found. This is probably another reason why Mace may have a problem with him. This is all alleged. These are clips that I'm finding, and we're gonna share it with you. Let's go. Oh Lord, let me see, can I play it?
It's, I believe 35th or 36, and Mace was staying there, and I went to go meet him down there one day so we could bust a move. This is when he just signed with Bad Boy. He didn't even have an album out yet. He was just getting signed, and I went to use a bathroom, and it was a dildo on the bathroom sink. And when I came out, I asked him what's about. He like, that's homeboy's joint. I don't know what it's about. He always have girls over here, but I don't know. I said, well, this one your sink. This your bathroom. You're using this bathroom. I don't know where his bathroom at. You know what I'm saying? On my son's life, to stop breathing right now. Puff had a brownstone, I believe, on 35th Street and like Park Avenue between it's some brownstones down there. I believe 35th or 36. And Mace was staying there.
Listen.
And I went to go meet him down there one day so we could bust a move. This is when he just signed with Bad Boy. He didn't even have an album out yet. He was just getting signed. And I went to use a bathroom, and it was a dildo on the bathroom sink. And when I came out, I asked him what's about. He like, that's homeboy's joint. I don't know what it's about. He always have girls over here, but I don't know. I said, well, this one your sink. This your bathroom. You're using this bathroom. I don't know.
And we're gonna start right there. That's Killer Cam. So Cameron had a little bit to say. We're gonna let the stars continue to talk. Now let's get into another popular celebrity that I love and I grew up listening to. But I also heard she went through a lot of trauma, and I will pray that the trauma that she went that was alleged by Jaguar Wright was not true, because that is very, very bad. But based on what Jaguar Wright said, Mary J. Blige should be coming out with a lawsuit herself. But I'm gonna just play this clip of Mary J. Blige exposed Diddy for handling Faith Evans against her. Let's get it. More about this man personality.
Here I am, Puffs. Me and Puff working this close. He goes to get his own company. He gets his girl. Of course, he wants her to be a version of me.
At the time, did it annoy you a little bit?
Did it?
At the time when it was happening.
I'm not going to say nothing.
Mary J. Blige fans got quite a shock. There were reports that she and Faith Evans had a big fight at P. Diddy's party. Apparently, they ran into each other at the fancy party, and things got really intense. The alleged feud between the two iconic stars has caused quite a stir on social media. further fueling the controversies surrounding Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, and even Puffy Daddy.
Puff hooked us up. He wanted me to help co-write on the album. You know, she was singing for years before I met her.
Rumors have indeed circulated suggesting that Mary J. Blige harbors animosity toward Faith Evans. These rumors allegedly claim that Mary sought revenge against Faith at Diddy's party. What's astonishing is that these rumors appear to have some basis in reality, given their long history dating back to the 1990s. Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans initially began their relationship as close friends. They started working together in the early 90s when Diddy signed Faith to his record label, Bad Boy Entertainment.
Now we should just stop right here. This is brought to you by Old Clover. Okay, and the reason why I'm kind of like slipping this in, Faith Evans and Mary J. Blige, because they were around for a lot of what happened, okay? Or maybe exposed to it themselves. So we're gonna keep our eyes on these two women because they may have something to say in the near future. I just got this feeling, especially Mary J. Blige, because of the alleged trauma that she went through and still going through in the industry.
And it's crazy to see how things have changed since then. Mary had this one-of-a-kind approach that mixed hip-hop and R&B like no one else. Her style was edgy, and her music had a raw, unapologetic quality. She didn't hold back with her lyrics and subject matter. When she entered the music scene, she brought a whole new level of energy that was truly unique.
I love her because she's herself and nobody influences that. You know, nobody at all. Not career, not the higher person, nobody, and I really respect.
Many people were stunned to know that Mary J. Blige and Faith Evans had a really great bond. In Faith Evans' album, Marriage Obliges in My Life, she had Mary J. Blige sang all the background vocals. They were really tight back then. And there are pictures on the internet showing them hanging out, having a good time, and maybe even enjoying some drinks and smokes. Now, Mary J. Blige was a successful R&B singer.
We're going to stop right there because what I think happened was Puffy Brother Love. What happened between these two women, obviously. And it was kind of, I can say, Faith was a little bit similar to Mary J. Blige, but nobody could be similar to Mary J. Blige. She made many hits. Okay, this lady is iconic and she's still working hard. But I want you guys to pay attention to these two women. I know I'm just throwing it in the game, but just like I did before when I was talking about Tupac and possibly people coming out and being involved in some stuff, it's going to be some more. Okay. All right, let me see what else I got to show you tonight. Now, this is a flashback that's brought to you by Unwind with Tasha K. And Tasha K gonna always say, I told you so. I mean, right now, I'm just gonna give it a juice. It is what it is. Now, you remember when she did this interview with Puffy ex-girlfriend? Nobody really got on Puffy about this. It was just like a, exclusive. And, hit some numbers, but nobody said nothing about all the reckless stuff she went through, the abuse, the abortion allegedly. Okay, so let's just
texting another man. We was in Miami. It got really crazy that time. We was upstairs and he had we were in his closet and he pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he stood over me. So I was laying on my back and he stood over me and he started punching me like this.
Hold up, stop right here. Because when you listen to Cassie Lawsuit read, there's many content creators that's reading it. She said something kind of similar. The day that she talked to the executive and he was upset and he was kind of, getting at her in the van, hitting her, I want to be too vulgar. And then when the car stopped, she ran out. He ran behind her, got on top of her. He good with the same position, jumping on women, allegedly, and kicking her. Okay, so this kind of stood out to me because when you listen to the read of her allegations in the lawsuit that was settled, it sounds remarkably similar to the behavior of this. Then we're going to listen to some more because Gene Dell got a lot to say, okay? This man made a lot of airway time, and now it's starting to come to fruition, come to face, that people are really paying attention to it. Let's finish listening to her story.
He avoided my face, but he started punching me on the side of my head, and I was just covering my face.
Wow.
And then after he got done doing that, he stomped on my stomach really hard, and I took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe, and he kept hitting me, and I was pleading to him, like, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he like stopped for a little bit. He like grabbed my hair from the back and like was like punching the back of my.
Now let me stop right here. Because I'm just came to my mind. Did Young Miami see this interview? Is Young Miami or not me? Because we're gonna get, or pick me, and allegedly we're gonna get into her because allegedly she's trying to walk away right now. But did she not see this? This is graphic. This is gruesome. Okay.
My head, because he was just avoiding my face when he was like hitting me.
Monster.
He had.
Okay, let's stop right there. So that clip was brought to you by Unwind with Tasha K. This is Diddy ex-girlfriend. Tears up as she reveals the night Diddy allegedly stomped on her pregnant stomach. I don't know why she ain't got no lawsuit going too. Baby, it's the time. Everybody's suffering from, financial hardships. I'm not just saying things that's not true. But if this is the time and this is the only way that you're going to get these people by breaking them financially, go for it, okay? Diddy tried drugging and recording executive. He wanted complete control over Kim Porter and Cassie's life, allegedly. Now, these clips that I'm about to show, I don't own the rights to them. I hope The Art of Dialogue don't be upset because you got them broken up pretty good, but we're going to do our reaction to it, okay? Because Gene Deb, I'm sorry, that's that guy. I told y'all. Remember I mentioned, I said he's going to be the one. He's going to be a star witness because all his testimony literally is telling everything. Okay, and then we have another bodyguard that's about to start telling everything too. Puffy is done. He ain't got enough money for this. Dialogue, The Art of Dialogue. Shout out to The Art of Dialogue for getting all these amazing clips. Thank you for letting me do my reaction to it. Okay.
Yeah, this lawsuit is wild, man. She also claims that, Diddy, he was trying to control her personal life. And, she was scared of losing her record deal if she refused his demands.
I could believe that. That's yo, bro. I never seen him treat Ms. Lopez like that. You understand? Even when he was going behind her back and still dealing with Kim, he didn't want Kim to deal with nobody, bro. Like I said, I can't speak on Cassie or her statements like that, but I can reflect on the way he treated Kim. We would leave Jennifer's house. He would call a babysitter. If Kim was out on the town, we was going to every spot in New York City that the babysitter thought she was at.
Hunting her down.
You hear me?
Hunting her down.
Even when he wasn't dealing with her, he wanted complete control over her life.
You see that?
Over what?
Kim Porter is getting her revenge, okay? If you wasn't free in life, baby girl, you're going to be free in death today because he's going down, allegedly. Okay?
What she did and how she did it. So that's not hard to believe.
And we're going to stop it right there. I'm going to share that clip with Rumble so you can watch the whole video. It's about 5 minutes because it belongs to Dialogue. I don't want to share a lot of it, but we do have other clips from that same YouTube channel that I want to get to right now. And this was Diddy treats Cassie. Hold up. The same. Hold on. Is that the one? Hold on. Yeah, so this is about Diddy and his treatment to Cassie and Kim Porter being similar. We're going to remove that one and we're going to hear what Mr. Gene Dell got to say. Gene Dell is like, I'm telling everything. I ain't scared. He been online for the last 3-4 years telling everything. Let's go.
Gene Deal, happy to have you back on the platform, my man.
Yo, Art, I was getting so many hits and so many calls talking about, Art about to call you, man. You know Art is about to get this Cassidy thing going on his show. Just be prepared for it. I was like, yeah. 9 times out of 10, he'll call me and we here. I can't go nowhere. I'm in St. Louis, man. And you brought it all the way to the loop. What's up?
Hey, man, I had to bring you back on the platform, man. I mean, you've been saying this for years, man. And some of the stuff you've been saying coming true.
Thank you.
So, you know.
Well, some of the stuff I've been saying is coming true, but all of the stuff that I say is true.
Go
and
ahead.
that's facts.
He said, I'm about to testify. He's gonna testify. I bet you.
You know what I'm saying? Just with this Cassie thing, I didn't know her, but I knew somebody like her, and that was Kim Porter. I didn't know Cassie, but I knew somebody who was going through the same thing she was going through, and that was Kim Porter. So people ask me, yo, and they send me clips of Cassie, I guess it's an affidavit to the courts, you know, of what she experienced. And it's like, it was the same thing Kim was going through.
Star witness. I'm just going character witness, and I'm gonna just move on right there. I'm gonna leave this link for you guys. YouTube as well, because they're on YouTube. I don't want to overdo it by sharing a clip, but I did want you to hear what Gene Dale got to say. He got a little bit more because I found is more they clips, but let's listen to this. What Gene Dale had to say about Puffy and what he did to Wendy Williams for coming out saying the things that everybody's been saying. Okay, Wendy Williams almost lost her career. It took a strong person to get through that because she got fired immediately after she talked about him being allegedly,
I seen him even tell people on the phone before, like, yo, like he did Wendy Williams. He said it when he was in Cali. When I come back to New York and that BITCH is on the radio. This is Wendy Williams, the hottest radio host in New York City. When she put out those pictures of the dude pulling his pants down and it looked like some gay act that was going on, he got on the phone. He said, let me tell you this. When I get back to New York City, if she's on the radio station, he's talking to a radio executive. He said, nobody that I deal with, nobody that I know is gonna do anything with y'all. No business at all. It ain't gonna be no artist, no nothing gonna come. He's telling people that at a radio station. When we got back to New York City, Wendy Williams was in Philly at a new station. That's the power he had. That's the music industry, bro.
So let's clarify this for the people who ask why these survivors are coming out late. Because the power that they had, they don't have no more. And the water is not holding in the little pot, okay? I'm just trying to be politically correct because these people are disgusting, okay? I don't really have good words for them. Diddy forcing Cassie into freak off session is true. Is Diddy a swinger? Now we're gonna listen to what Gene Dale got to say again. This is gonna be a clip from a dialogue, and then we're going to get into another clip that I found that talked about Kim Porter and the reason why she wanted to step away from Puffy and the things that was possibly in her book, okay, before she passed away, okay, or was on a live.
Was he doing this back then, these freak off sessions when you were security? Because I'm looking at this lawsuit, and that's what they would call it, freak off sessions, when, Cassie, she'll have sex with the male prostitute while he'll masturbate.
Bruh, I can't.
That is too much. I'm sorry.
Say, because I can't say that. When I used to see him swing, it was always with him, another dude, and two girls. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds about familiar. Now, this story actually sounds like the story that I heard because I didn't want to show the clip again because Lovey T showed this clip of Aaron Hall because Aaron Hall is named in one of these ladies, that allegation, that second one. And he's saying exactly what Aaron Hall said. I mean, what the allegations is kind of saying, that, it used to be Puffy with two girls and two guys, okay? Circumstantial, situational. Go ahead, Gene Dale.
When he was swinging with other people, you know what I'm saying? He always had other girls in the room or another guy in the room, even with his girl Kim, and he was swinging with her. So
That's terrible.
that freak off things, but him videotaping and everything like that. No, I can't say that I was privy to that. But you knew what was going on, you know, just in the instant when people got it confused when I said when he was in the room with Sarah and her girlfriend, and he had Ja Rule and him in the room.
Ooh, this is getting a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right there. I'm sorry. This is messy. This is messy. I'm gonna leave this one too. It's a 5-minute clip. They naming names. Date Ja Rule. Okay, now let's listen to alleged reason why Kim Porter end up being a target for Mr. P. Diddy. Dang, that's crazy. You know, put Ja Rule in it. Y'all see how terrible this is? This is actually what I think was supposed to happen with Epstein. So we getting it right now. A lot of people who want an Epstein list to come out. Baby, we don't got Epstein list, but we got Puffy list. We got Puffy list. Let's go. Oh my goodness. This is out of pocket.
Puffy, right? His baby mom, Kim Porter, right? She got a whole lot of Tupac related posts on her IG. She's right next to Puffy, and she's wearing the Tupac shirt. Did Tupac and Kim Porter know each other?
Bruh.
Wait a minute. Let's look, because you see what I'm saying. You see how I'm bringing it full circle. You see how we starting to bring it full circle with Tupac, my boy, my uncle, my brother. Yep. Doors leads to Tupac as well, allegedly.
All the people in the industry know at one time Pac and Puff was like this. They was cool enough where they became enemies. Do you understand that? Where Pac didn't trust him no more, and where Puff idolized some of the things that he was doing. And you got to remember, they was all swingers. Something happened between them two, and I don't know what it was, and I don't know what it is that caused a friction between their relationship. Maybe Kim liked Pac more than she liked Puff, but she couldn't have Pac.
Yeah, and we're gonna leave that one right there. Okay, now Kim Porter reveals P. Diddy became allegedly after meeting Andre Harrell. Okay, these people were all in the same, and this is a time where I get around round and round. Then he had another video Tupac had when he was in a bathtub with all of the jury and stuff, and that's when they said that Tupac was into doing this stuff. See, I love Tupac, and I'm not going to just say that's my boy, that's my cousin, that's my uncle, and not tell what the shady stuff that I heard about him allegedly. I'm hoping it's not the truth, because you know I love Tupac, but yeah, I don't care. I'm just like Gene Dale. I'm just reporting what I allegedly heard. Now let's get into this other one. Kim Porter reveals Diddy became allegedly. Okay, these are all the stars talking. It's not us, it's them. They want the fame, they got it. Hope you guys enjoying the broadcast. Let's
Kim Porter said she dumped Diddy. I feel like in a statement to the TV show, The Insider, she says she decided to end what she calls her on-again, off-again relationship with Scene Diddy Cole. He loves the ability to manipulate and control people. Why? Most likely because he was victimized by his mentor.
This was
He
9 months
loved to
ago.
control people, and his mentor was Andrew as well. Kim know all of his deepest secret, you understand. Kim knew why he was using the butt. Kim Porter allegedly filmed Diddy and his late instructor Andrew Harrell engaging in sexual activity. And the truth has now come to light. The whole entertainment business has been shaken by this startling turn of events despite his highly public phony partnerships. Diddy has been the subject of LGBT rumors. Perhaps delving into their covert activities will provide light on Diddy's seemingly endless success and yes, UBSC.
Let's stop it right there. Another person that came up in this, what's her name? Let me
Porter
just-
said she
not
dumped
Kim
Diddy.
Porter. I want to move this. I think I let it play. what's her name? Steve Harvey daughter, Lori Harvey. Her, it seems like she's a pass around girl, allegedly. Okay. You hear what's coming out about these people. Now you start to look at the behavior of some of these people and what they're putting as normal. It is not normal the way that Lori Harvey behaved. She is like a pass around girl. Okay. I just had to throw that in there because I seen her face circling around and that behavior right there. It seems like she's with it. She better never ever try to say she won a lawsuit. No disrespect, but she is all over the place. But I'm gonna just move forward. Talk about this demonic industry. Okay. So this is another clip. And this was 9 months ago because I didn't even name that these clips that I'm showing you from the Art of Dialogue was about 9 months ago. It's not new. It's not today. Gene Dell said these things 9 months ago. Okay. Now this is Kim Porter wanted Tupac allegedly. She said, I want Tupac. Everybody like Tupac.
Puffy, right? His baby mom, Kim Porter, right? And rest in peace to her. Everything I heard about her, she was a wonderful woman. She was a great woman, right? But somebody brought something to my attention, right? They said if you go to her IG page, she got a whole lot of Tupac-related posts on her IG. And they also sent me a picture, right, of her on the red carpet with Puffy, and she's right next to Puffy, and she's wearing the Tupac shirt. And that caught me by surprise when I seen that, man. I wasn't expecting her to be
He was being disrespectful, I think.
right next to Puffy wearing the Tupac shirt. So out of curiosity, man, did Tupac and Kim Porter know each other?
Bruh, all the people in the industry know at one time Pac and Puff was like this. Do you understand that?
You're right.
Pac and Puff was cool. They was cool enough where they became enemies.
Let's listen more.
Do you understand that? Whatever happened between them two, it made them become enemies of each other. Where Pac didn't trust him no more, and where Puff idolized some of the things that he was doing. So whatever they may have done, and you got to remember, they was all swingers. It came to the point where him and Pac wasn't cool no more at all. And maybe Kim liked him, Pac more than he liked Puff, but she couldn't have Pac. And Pac didn't have the money that Puff had.
Listen.
So she went where she was going to be taken care of. Now, I said earlier that Pac and Puff used to be like this. And something happened between them two, and I don't know what it was, and I don't know what it is that caused the friction between their relationship. You understand? So now, let's just say this. If Puff and Pac got into a fight, who would I put my money on?
So who would you put your money on?
I put my money on Puff.
Okay. And to be honest with you, like I heard a few people say, yo, don't think Puffy's soft. He can get busy with the hands.
Not only that, he's a good fucking wrestler. I seen that nigga slam a couple of niggas. His size and a little bit bigger. Slam him.
Because he a
I'm like,
monster.
all right, well, they got something.
All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
We're going to stop right there. All right. So again, you hear him talking about Puffy, Kim Porter relationship, allegedly being swingers. I don't know. This is all allegedly. But yeah, we're going to move forward. I think. All right. So we got another clip here. This clip is brought to you by Country Motivations, the YouTube clip. The biggest lie you ever been told. Okay. Kimora Lee reveals gay rituals Diddy does on Kim's birthday, allegedly. Okay. And this is where you saw, I'm about to call him Spike Lee, Kimora Lee husband. What's his name? I was about to call him Run DMC. Kimora Lee being connected because you saw Pac and Russell Simmons being together, and also Pac and Russell Simmons and Puffy being together. So these people all know about each other. That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be so many people pulled in this. You guys are going to be surprised. Okay, the stars that you idolize, baby, are full of it.
Jays also dominated TV airwaves. But behind the success was a mirage of cultic rituals, gay parties, and other weird things.
Fuss at them, they're not doing enough, they could be doing more. Why don't you have a job?
Fashion icon Kimora Lee was one of the closest friends to Kim Porter. In fact, when she died, he was devastated. The venture capitalist claimed that during their time together, Diddy made Porter perform some gay rituals during their birthdays. For a fact, Gene Deal, the man who was in charge of Diddy's security, also claimed that he witnessed the bizarre happenings more than once. Not long ago, rapper Fabulous also gave some info regarding the same weird parties with Diddy at the center of them all. The truth is, most people want to go to a celebrity after party to rub shoulders and mingle with whichever stars are in the house. Diddy's proteges also dominated TV airwaves.
All right. So, yeah, obviously, this is something that's not new to the industry. Okay. We're going to be starting to wrap up our Puffy session. We was in for like an hour on Puffy, but we got a little bit more to show you because our eyes is now on Young Miami because this young girl has been trotting around with this grown old man. And not to say she ain't grown and she adult, but the things that's acceptable in our society is wild. Okay.
Man, I'm curious on your thoughts on Diddy and Carisha, where they're both single, but they're both in an entanglement, I guess, and it's kind of this open relationship that's secluded, that's inclusive, that's exclusive. What is your thoughts when you see a new relationship like that? What P. Diddy and Carisha is doing?
They look like me personally. When I watch it, first I ain't feeling it. I ain't believing it. I think Carisha is beautiful. Hey, Young Miami got that body right now. She done got it together, right?
Hey, she got it right. She got it right.
Hold on. Have you ever seen Diddy's women?
Yeah. They are.
Have you ever seen the one he got the baby with down in Atlanta?
Very thin, very not giving.
She looks so totally different from every woman I didn't ever see Diddy with.
He's tapping us his
He
Ferrari
playing. I
age.
feel like they playing it for PR for some reason. I think
Payola.
it helped both of them. It just feels like a PR situation to me. I just watch it. I'm just like,
All right. So I wanted to play that clip because that PR situation right there for Missy, Young Miami, is not a good PR situation right now. I wonder what she's been going through. Or maybe she just get paid and just show up places. But we're going to keep our eye on Young Miami because we know that Academic is staying on her butt. Okay. If you are part of Rumble, Academic, DJ Academic, he's under Academic. He is on her. It's like kryptonite, especially after her best friend talk about R-ing him. Okay. And that was funny and that was acceptable. Like I told y'all, it was not acceptable and not funny. This industry is demonic. So we're going to close off with the Puffy segment with the word from DMX. You know, I love DMX, and DMX was trying to tell us a lot about what was going on in the industry as well. Okay. So in this, this was brought to you by Clayton Tyler 10 years ago. Okay. Probably show like 5-10 minutes of this. I'm going to let it play. Let Puffy, I mean, not Puffy, let DMX do his thing.
His journey to the top began in Yonkers, New York in the late 1980s. Born Earl Simmons, DMX grew up poor, suffering through years of alleged physical and emotional abuse at the hands of his mother. He survived most of his childhood on the streets or in group homes. It was in music where Earl found his escape. He began writing rhymes and spent the next decade making a name for himself by sharpening his skills at the mic. By the late 90s, DMX had established himself as one of the hottest hip-hop artists around.
I'm proud of all of my music. By the grace of God, I sold many millions of records.
According to MTV, he was the first artist ever to have his first 4 albums enter the chart at #1. In 2000, he won the American Music Award for Favorite Hip Hop Artist.
I was the first artist to do two platinum albums in 1 year. You know, I should have got it then. And I'm.
How does the best
on,
basketball player?
Hold on, let me let this get to it. I'm trying to get through this a little bit, okay? Hold on.
As we're talking right now, you know, just have it go and have it go and have it go.
Please welcome rapper DMX.
I saw you get it.
Yeah, you got some fans here.
Oh, yeah, I love the love. I love the love. You know, I have real fans because, like I said, despite the fact there's no music, they still listen. They still appreciate who I am, and I thank each and every one of you for that.
All right, let's just jump into this. You're obviously hugely creative and talented. You have sold over 30 million records. You have an amazing list of awards. You've appeared in 7 substantial movies, but yet you say much of the time you're not happy. Why is that?
To whom much is given, much is required. You know, and it looks fun because, you know, the fans only see like the movie or the stage show, but they don't realize the work that it takes to get there. And it's a lot of self-sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? Time away from your children, a lot of hard work, dedication, just flying all over the place, airports all the time, dealing with different personalities. And it's the point where if I'm having a bad day, I gotta stay in the house. Because once I walk outside my door, I belong to the world.
But you didn't want us to contact and bring on like your mother or ex-wives or whatever.
Ex-wife.
And you've been very forthcoming.
Yeah.
So
I'll
why
say-
didn't you want us to talk to anybody else?
Okay, because me and my mother, we had a difficult start. She did the best that she could.
Right.
All right. And regardless of how rough our past was, we're in a good place now. And I don't want anything to interfere with that. Questions don't bring up the past. Greg was introduced to me when I was maybe 14. It was kind of slid, like, yeah, smoke this weed. And I just knew that, something wasn't right. Found out later that, he had put some coke in the blood. That's where it started. I was 14 years old. He created a monster. He planted a seed that needed to be watered. It was something that drew me in and trapped me and just had a hold on me for a long, long time. I mean, clearly, it got worse because of my addictive nature. It got bad. By the grace of God, I haven't been high since, more than a year. You should say that. I've been out of prison for 3 years, more than a year. I'm always going to be an addict. I'm going to be an addict until I die. That doesn't mean I have to get high.
So who gives an 8-year-old kid marijuana?
Hold on, y'all. I'm about to play this little part before we do our intermission. Hold on. Listen what he asked.
A family member? I mean, I'm sure it's happened
What
before.
was the
He said,
who gives an 8-year-old kid marijuana?
A family member? I mean, I'm sure it's happened
What
before.
was the motive? Why would they do that?
I don't know. I was 8. I don't know.
Did it have an effect on you at 8? Did you realize
I
it
think so,
changed your
yeah.
mood and your
Yeah.
feeling at the time? How long was it before you think you had a drug problem?
and I'm going to stop right there because you know why? What I think they do, and I know they do, they bring broken people into the industry. If you look at Sexy Red, Chris Shine, a lot of these young, especially the young girls, are broken. A lot of the older artists, I don't think they were broken. I think the industry broke them into the sexuality, and it ushered in the younger people, the younger girls. That's why I wanted to show you this. Just a little bit about his foundation, because it's not always just the industry, but it's the type of people that they glorify and put in these positions. And mentally, they don't even be ready to make these type of decisions. Okay. But in that particular clip, I'm going to leave it because he talked about how the devil approached him 3 times. Okay. Now we ain't going to show it right now because it's a 12-minute clip. But what we're going to do is take a break. You're going to hear a word from our sponsors. And then we're going to get into our next portion where we talk about the other celebrities and the politicians who are being sued, just like Puffy. Okay.
Fuck the world, I'ma walk in direction. Spit without a thought, we do it reckless. Your nigga called us texting. You said, baby, don't be mad, you know how wet it is.
Tone up in your mouth if you ain't speaking good to me. I ain't built like him. Fucking with a G.
Yes, yes, yes. And we are back. Now we're coming with our second round 2 of today's live Hollywood on Fire. Hollywood is on fire. Hollywood on fire. We just did a whole hour and 15 minutes on Puffy. Okay, if you haven't seen the clips, I want y'all to go back. A slew of clips of other artists talking about Puffy and their experiences. Puffy talking about his experiences. We're going to have a whole marathon about Puffy in the next couple of weeks. But we're going to move forward because Puffy ain't the only one that's actually subjected to these SA cases. Okay. Now, let's get that video back on the screen that I was when I was reading the article. This is the video I want to show y'all now because this is getting out of hand, baby. I'm talking about politicians, but I'm not surprised. You won't surprise me, baby. I already know. You know damn behavior.
To New York now, where a flood of sexual assault complaints were filed over the last few days against some well-known names. It came just before a law waiving the statute of limitations for such claims was set to expire. CBS's Elaine Quijano reports that among those facing accusations are New York City Mayor Eric Adams, some high-profile celebrities, and now a former governor.
Former New York Governor Andrew Cuomo is the latest to be sued under the Adult Survivors Act. His then aide, Brittany Camiso, alleged he groped her in 2021.
He put his hand up my blouse and cupped my breast over my bra.
She's alleging continuous sexual harassment. Cuomo denied the allegations and later resigned. In a statement, a lawyer for the former governor said Ms. Camiso's claims are provably false, which is why the Albany district attorney dismissed the case 2 years ago after a thorough investigation. Celebrities including Jamie Foxx, Sean Combs, and Axl Rose have also recently been named in civil lawsuits filed under the legislation. All have denied the claims. Signed by Cuomo's replacement, Governor Kathy Hochul, in 2022, it created a one-year window for adults to file suit against their alleged abusers and any institutions that enabled them, regardless of statutes of limitations. In all, about 3,000 lawsuits were filed.
Some people who were victims of rape or victims of sexual assault may not have viewed themselves in that light even years or decades ago. And these laws allow them to have time to change their perception, to realize that what happened to them did in fact include assault or rape, and to then vindicate their rights, bring these cases.
With the window to file lawsuits now closed, advocates for sexual assault survivors say they want to see the law reauthorized. Nancy?
Some high-profile cases to come. Elaine Quijano, thank you. To New York now, where a flood of sexual assault complaints were filed over the last few days against some well-known names. It came just before a law waiving the statute.
All right, so you heard it here. You ain't hear it here first, but I just want to get into a few of the articles that talk about each one of these people lawsuit. And I'm a little bit surprised at Jamie Foxx, because that is my boy. Come on, everybody, just everybody crooked. Just was rooting for his life because he was just in the hospital, had a stroke allegedly. You know, I mean, talk about it, we on YouTube, but you know, behind that. Anyway, let's move forward. Now, something is coming about Jamie Foxx accused of SA in new lawsuit. This was released November 23rd. Actor Jamie Foxx faces SA in battery charges in lawsuit filed on Monday with the New York State Supreme Court. The alleged incident occurred in 2015. Whoa, at Catch New York, they took it back. They are not playing. A popular New York City restaurant, according to the complaint obtained by CNA. CNA reached out to the representative for the plaintiff seeking comment. The plaintiff, identified as Jane Doe, claims in the suit that Foxx initially and without consent used force to offensively touch plaintiff persons, including groping her private areas, her upper and her down. Okay, the complaint alleges Foxx seemed intoxicated at the time of the incident. As a result, the complaint said the woman suffered and continued to suffer physical and emotional injuries, anxiety, depression, embarrassment, economic harm, and is seeking an unspecific amount. The spokesperson for Foxx told CNN in a statement Thursday the alleged incident never happened. In 2020, this individual filed nearly identical lawsuit in Brooklyn. That case was dismissed shortly thereafter. The claims are no more valuable today than they were then. So allegedly she tried to do this before, but I don't know what she, thinking that she has now, but she tried before, allegedly. The statement added, we are confident that they will be dismissed again. And once they are, Mr. Foxx intends to pursue a claim for malicious prosecution against the person and her attorney for refiling this frivolous action. They must have some new evidence or something. The plaintiff is also suing the restaurant parent company, Catch Hospitality Group, and various related businesses entity as defendants for negligent hearing, training, and supervision. Okay, so let's see how this go. this is round 2 for Jamie Foxx. Okay, this happened. She filed this already, and it didn't work out for her benefit at the time, but now she's filing another one. So it's good to get a little detail on what's going on, before we throw everybody under the daggone bus. But it is what it is. So Mayor Adams and ex-Governor Cuomo are among those sued. Let's go. Let's get into the article about them. Talking about our politicians. See, this stuff should have been happening with Epstein. I'm going to just keep it real. It should have been happening with Epstein. I don't understand why now. But according to that psychic, that's what Kim Porter said was going to happen, allegedly. Y'all heard the psychic say that. It was June 2023. Okay. No, I don't want a subscription. Why Bloomberg got to be acting like that? Hold on, let me see what else I got. Oh, we got another one, too. Let me move this up. We got another one. Cause guess who's back under fire again? This article is acting up. Y'all won't be surprised, but not surprised. This is getting out of hand. It's out of hand at this point. It's just out of hand, y'all. It's just getting out of hand. Okay. I'm not going to pull Bloomberg up because they all weird. We get into the end of our broadcast too. But this one is another article that's brought to you by Hollywood Reporter, and it goes into some details about different lawsuits that's been popping off with all of them. So Jamie Foxx, Axl Rose, Cuban Gooding Jr. sued in a wave of sexual assault lawsuits ahead of the key deadline. Y'all didn't know about them. Did y'all know about this too? A series of high-profile figures in Hollywood are being sued ahead of the deadline to file lawsuits under the New York law that spends time on claims involving the allegations of SA misconduct for 1 year. At the top of the list, defendants are expected to be sued were named in the complaints filed Wednesday and Thursday in New York State Supreme Court. Sean P. Diddy, Axl Rose, Cuban Gooding Jr., Jamie Foxx, Jamie Loving on Tuesday, and Bill Cosby. That was surprise. It's not just Puffy. Okay, we're bringing you the news here. It is not just Puffy. Who did we just name? Axl Rose, Cuban Gooding Jr., Jamie Foxx, Jamie Loving, Bill Cosby, Governor Cuomo. Yes, it is going down. Is this the Epstein list coming out on the low? Girl, is this the Epstein list coming out? I'm going to leave this article for you guys to read because I want you guys to get into it. We may break down each one of them as time go on, but we want to give y'all a heads up. Right after this Cassie lawsuit settled, as what that psychic said, it was like the trumpets is rolling. What did they say? Okay. So let's just go into one article right quick. Let's I'm not laughing. Let's get into the Bill Cosby article. Oh Lord, if Guardian let us read it. Okay, look at this. Bill Cosby back in the news. Won't y'all let this old man rest? But if he did it, I'm just mind my business. A woman who worked as a stand-in at the Bill Cosby show in the 1980s said that the lawsuit filed on Tuesday that Bill Cosby drugged and sexually abused her after offering to mentor her in her acting career. It is the latest in the startling of lawsuits filed against Cosby under the New York Expiring Adult Survivors Act, which has been given victims, as we know. The anonymous accuser said that soon after meeting Cosby while working on his show, he started offering Styles tips and performing acting exercises with her in his dressing room. When he invited her to his home, she accepted. She said in part because Bill Cosby's wholesome image and American Dad, according to the lawsuit. Once there, she said that she blacked out during an acting exercise after drinking wine, apparently laced with an intoxication. She awoke partially undressed and vomited in the toilet, according to the whole lawsuit in the state Supreme Court in New York. An unidentified actor on the show later said that Cosby could do whatever he wanted to do with impunity at the Cosby Show, according to the lawsuit, which seeks damages for battery, assault, intentionally inflicting of emotional distress, and false imprisonment. It is about to go down. Other people are about to be naming this. NBC University, along with Kaufman Studios and Kersey Warner Company, are accused in the lawsuit. Hollywood is going down. Hollywood is on fire. You see what I said when I said Hollywood on fire? Puffy ain't just Hollywood. Hollywood is on fire. The spokesman for Cosby 86 declined to comment on the specifics of the lawsuit, but suggests the look back window in the place in New York and elsewhere should be closed because they were being abused to go after wealthy celebrity. They said that the look back window should be closed because they just going after celebrities. Well, it's 6,000. So is it 6,000 celebrities? They going after people who they possibly get money. You don't want to just go after somebody lawsuit and then you're going to file a fee file and don't get nothing. Is it not going down, y'all? Is it not going down? I'm going to put this article in the description for you guys. Y'all get to see it yourself. Now, before we close off, I got one more little segment. I got a little surprise for you because I'm going to bring up this person's name once in a blue moon. I don't, have nothing against them, but I see what I see, and because I know about witchcraft and black magic, pay attention to these people, okay? So here is not specifically about witchcraft and black magic, but they part of this that's allegedly going on in the industry. And this is Jay-Z and allegedly Beyonce. Let me just pop them up in it because they're going to be wrapped up in some of this stuff, allegedly. Watch what Grace Levi said. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm psychic. Let's watch. Rihanna exposed Jay-Z for giving her allegedly her behind Beyonce's back. Allegedly, let's listen to this. What is this?
Jay-Z gave her the herpes.
That's not Rihanna. That is Jaguar Wright. Let's listen to this. That ain't Rihanna. She ain't say that. Let's listen. Let's correct that.
That she gave to Chris Brown. Rihanna was only 14, 15 when he started fucking with her and signed her to death jail.
Well, people are interested in you. You're a big star.
They are, and they're interested in a lot of things. A lot of things that don't matter or shouldn't.
It's uncomfortable, and it's a lot of conversations,
Right. Back in 2009, Kiss Kiss singer Chris Brown pleaded guilty to assaulting Rihanna and claimed that she gave him herpes. And this story goes very deep and very far. According to Brown's $10 million Pro C complaint, Rihanna was the one who gave him herpes. And when he threatened to sue her for not informing him about her condition, she allegedly attacked herself to make it look like he was the one who assaulted her. He claimed that the Umbrella singer then turned around and blamed him for it all as a form of punishment. But that's not all. The lawsuit claimed that Rihanna even threatened to take matters to a new extreme if Brown sued her. The plaintiff stated that he was scared but could no longer take it anymore. He woke up one morning with 3 blisters on his wiener, making him concerned about his health and the risk of infecting others. The man claimed that he was planning to propose to Rihanna and even wrote the song Don't Wake Me Up for her, but then their relationship was ruined. He accused the Barbadian singer of sabotaging his relationships with other women by giving him a case of herpes from Barbados, which is most likely lethal. Brown's law.
Oh my God. Talk about it's from Barbados, so it's lethal. Allegedly. This is all alleged, okay? Okay? But we're going to just throw this in there because B and J, I think we should keep our ears open. Everybody's big, but nobody's too big for justice at this point, baby. God got the final say.
Lawsuit also stated that Rihanna's lies and bias cost him millions of dollars in endorsements and job opportunities. Rihanna also allegedly gave herpes to another man, according to a model that once worked with her. But if Rihanna did give Chris Brown herpes, who gave it to her? Well, according to Jaguar Wright, it was none other than Jay-Z.
They were both very young, and he had just had his first herpes outbreak from her giving him the herpes.
As we will touch on later, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce with so many women that there's a good chance he ended up getting herpes and giving it to Rihanna.
I'm going to stop right there. This is all alleged. And I like to bring some of the facts, but that right there is a little bit wild and out of pocket. I want to just share with you. I ain't say it, but this may be some stuff coming up. Now, you know how they talk about Missy. Now, allegedly, Jaguar Wright said, what she said. She allegedly saying that some of that same behavior that happened with Cassie is happening with Beyonce. They said that she called Beyonce a drug whore. Okay, drug. like she's so drugged up she can't think, allegedly. Now, I went over subjects when we talk about sex trafficking and how young girls get to be sex trafficking, and one of the main things is drugging them out their mind that they don't even know who they is. Now, I'm not saying this is happening with Miss B, but all I'm saying is that the industry is demonic, and she's definitely playing her role, allegedly. So let's listen to this.
Beehive, your leader is sending you a very strategic message. And I know most of y'all are missing it because you're enamored with her ability to be an amazing performer and entertainer, which is powerful. But I'm here to decode it just for y'all. So check this out. Have you ever bothered to see what the word Renaissance means? It's a French word, as you can see here. It means rebirth. But what does Beyonce mean by Renaissance? I was in prayer and meditation. Beyonce kept showing up. The spirit kept showing me and tapping me on my shoulder about Beyonce over and over again. So I'm like, what's up? What's going on with Beyonce? Spirit told me, go check out her concert. And I haven't been to her concert. The Spirit said, go check out her concert. And by process of synchronicity, somebody recorded the entire concert. Spirit told me that she put a message in the concert that everybody's missing. So I went and checked it out. Y'all got to see this. This is how Beyonce chose to start her concert. She does her own rendition of a 1927 movie called The Metropolis, where in this movie, they take the consciousness of a human being and transfer it into a robot in order to duplicate the human being. The robot essentially becomes a demon. The purpose of this robot was to trick the people into believing this was the same person and plant a brand new psychological agenda. Very deep. Next clip is super important because it brings everything together. This is about the middle of the concert. And it looks like it's just a presentation or a way to entertain the people while she makes a change, or while her and her dancers and the crew makes a change for the next scene. But there's a deep message inside of it. Watch this.
Information. Rebirth. That's the death, the life and death. Being reborn through the water spirit. Yeah, get a little deep. It's called the Mermaid Kingdom. When they flooded the earth, y'all. Let me just press mute to show y'all. When they flooded the earth, the animals of the sea did not die. And God flooded the earth because of what? But just remember. Rebirth. Caterpillar. Y'all remember that video? I mean, that movie where it was back in the day, it was like a killer. He had white face and he used to have a butterfly in front of his face, like the dragonfly. Those caterpillar and dragonfly represent some of that demonic possession.
Now, again, I know everybody's going to the concert just to enjoy themselves and escape from reality. So nobody wants to be picking up on, most people are not going to pay attention to a deeper message. But I'm going to tell you, what you just looked at was Beyonce purposely taking the time to show herself being cloned and to show her consciousness being transferred in that entire clip. Go back and look at it again. Go back and you can rewind, go back and look at it again. Look at the entire process. She even goes as far as to showing her being dead in a funeral with the flowers around her. In other words, she's showing that they want to, seemingly, that they want to replace her. In the presentation, it's showing her, you can see that Beyonce shows herself in the robot, and she shows herself back to back 3 times. You can see in the clip, it's 3 times back to back to back to back. If you look at the concert, and she's in the robot gear. And in the concert, do you not see there's a little section of the concert where there's a little something that looks like it's spinning, and it says, "I am not a robot." Beyonce is not using the word clone. She's using the word robot. I think that's on purpose. But, you know, it just seems like it can't be coincidence that Jamie Foxx would release They Clone Tyrone, Renaissance, Rebirth. Renaissance would be out at this exact same time. And then there's this guy named Donald Marshall, and these are your breadcrumbs. Donald Marshall talks about Lauryn Hill, Tila Tequila. B.O.B. mentions him. Tila Tequila and B.O.B. both confirm that Donald Marshall is a real person and that his stories are authentic.
B.O.B. talked a lot about cloning. We're going to show him when we talk about cloning one day. But B.O.B. was going in about cloning that people was just like, he's going to disappear. Okay. That is a hip hop artist, a rapper that is independent. Okay.
Go look up that name later. Donald Marshall. I'm going to show you a couple clips here.
We're going to look up Donald Marshall.
Sometimes the very night, like, you know, this crazy girl, Tila Tequila. She's pretty whack, but she is there. Like, she did a little radio show, an impromptu improvisation. Like, she was supposed to talk about something, evil nobility of this or that or something. And she's at cloning just about every night, getting used, right? And she doesn't want to be anymore, but they will give her, like, you know, her little reality show she did. And promote her for tours, for her music and stuff. But she didn't want to do it anymore. And she went on there, and as a surprise thing, she started talking about cloning centers where all these kids are brought and used. You know, and it happens like every night in this dirt arena. She told all about it. But then, that very night when she went to sleep.
What's that other one? Her name from the Fugees, Lauryn Hill. She was all for going to cloning and doing what they do there, as long as she made money and got famous, right?
Wow.
After she did, she wanted out then. And, but, you know, they don't let people go. And so she started crying all the time when she was there.
Remember that song she made, I Want Out? She made a song, She Want Out. She cried, like, I want out, I don't care. And all of a sudden, she just disappeared. And they were saying that she was crazy, losing her mind because of the guy. Yeah, I remember she had a song say, I Want Out. Very emotional song.
I don't want to be in this anymore. I didn't know what it involved when I said that I would join. And so she's crying and everything. And it was like a downer to them. So then she made this song called I Get Out. You guys hear about that?
Yep.
It was like really...
I Get Out.
Tugged at the heartstrings.
And then they made the movie Get Out to keep showing y'all.
Right. Well, she's like, I get out, and I forget the rest of it. But she whined about it so much at cloning, they eventually let her get out. It was rare.
I'm just now learning about cloning.
That's B.O.B.
Like, I just found out about it a couple months ago. And I was scared as fuck. And also, too, y'all need to pay attention to these other celebrities when they're leaving hits. They're leaving clues all over the place. Everybody can't talk. Pay attention.
Dynasty Tribe, keep it sending.
All right, we're going to stop right there, guys. I want to say thank you. I do got one more clip, though. I always got one more clip. This clip is related to Tory Lanez and allegedly Jay-Z. There's a conspiracy behind this as well. And I want you guys to listen because I'm like, wow, okay. It's a little bit deeper than what we thought. And this is all alleged. So let's get there. Okay. All right.
This rapper didn't sell his soul. That's why they came for him.
You know, the whole like selling your soul. Yeah. If you don't do that, they'll kill you right away or they'll just put you in jail, right? Because if you really bag it, look, so Tory Lanez.
Tory, whose real name is Daystar Peterson, was sentenced to 10 years in prison for firing a gun at Meg and leaving her with bullet fragments in her feet.
The Tory Lanez one is interesting because he went independent. Yeah, and right after he went independent, then all this shit started happening to him. Yeah, exactly.
They took every single avenue away from me. They took the playlisting away from me. They took every single thing they could take away from me. You know what I did? I immediately went to playing.
He was one of the first to like really dip out and then make the $1 million no label. Yeah, straight off the bat, like right off the bat. But look, this is where it's crazy. So he says this.
Illuminati trying to get me back, but I'm the one they gotta spare like a Britney nigga.
it's crazy because what happened with Megan Thee Stallion, now he's in jail. Megan Thee Stallion is signed with Rock Nation. Tory's dad, even in front of the court jail, he's like, Jay-Z, I'm talking to you. Just because my son didn't want to do that shit doesn't mean you have to put him in jail. Damn.
And the whole wicked system of Rock Nation, including you, Jay-Z.
Yes. Yes.
You who say you rose from the gutter, but you have traded and bartered the souls of young men, and you're still doing it.
But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah, shit.
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird. This rapper didn't sell his soul. That's why they came for him.
They put a picture of an antichrist behind him during his own performance.
And you are so unique. All of the things that you may hate about yourself are your strengths. It's okay to be soft. It's okay to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay